Alright, talked to his mama and she agreed with me. His hair is kind of light, so what I'm going to do is add a layer of dark brown. So basically we have a very pretty blonde, but she wants dirty blonde, so we're going to add some brown to this paint. I'm going to get this cleaned up as much as I can. We are nearing the end, guys. I still got to do baby hairs, but oh, it's going to seem like a bunch of brown, but I'll really darken that up. We're going to break up that blonde, super light blonde. We're going to need darker brown in there. Ugh. Alright. Notice that's browner, not reddish brown. If I did, if I put burnt umber in there, it would look more like a strawberry blondish color. So if you want to do strawberry blonde, my bad, add burnt umber. I think, I don't know if this is going to be enough or not. We'll see here. Ugh. Oh, I think that's going to be perfect. Basically what we're doing is we're just going to break up this super lightness. So just a few strands here and there. I'm sorry, my my dogs are driving my husband crazy. I'm so sorry. They started barking to be fed like an hour ago, and it's not 4 o'clock yet. But like I said earlier, they don't know how to tell time. So, poor guys. Been trying to teach them for years, and they just don't get it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely making a difference. I'm loving it. And I have done this before. Put in low lights. I think that's what stylists call it. This is pretty wet. I want it translucent looking, like thin. Otherwise it's not going to look very good. I don't like that. Oh, not quite right. I am camera. Okay. Starting to think, am I even on camera? Can you see what I'm doing? So you notice we're not doing a whole lot. We're just doing a little dab here and there. Definitely want to make sure I get some at the bottom here. Not a whole bunch. So now I'm just gonna kind of take the brush. Not cool. Don't want to go with that. Kind of fading it in, so try not to make it look like super dark lines. I want it to look like it's underneath the the light blondes strands. So I'm gonna smear it looking so it's a little lighter. I mean, it's still dark, but I want it to look like it's thinner. I'll show you guys the difference here. Come on now. Work with me. Okay. Alright, so this is what we just did versus this is what's there. And if my camera would stop having a cow here. Okay, that's what we've done. And this is what we had. What we've done, what we had. So I don't know if you guys can see a big difference, but I certainly can. It looks very nice. It's subtle. And it definitely gives him the dirty dishwater blonde. Dirty blonde hair. Oh, moving the camera, sorry guys. It's in my way. You guys excited the hair's done? We got one more layer of hair. It's not on the head. It's it's the baby hairs. I don't need that there. It's the little baby hairs. And yes, you guys can do those, or you don't have to do them. I do them just because it adds to the realism, but if baby hairs are too hard or you don't feel comfortable doing them, then don't. And normally, if this was a novice, you know, if I was doing this for like a quick paint, I wouldn't do that, but I want to do baby hairs on this one. Just because I think he's going to look better with baby hairs. But if you're doing, I don't want to say budget style, because this baby is not a budget baby. It still has some nice shading and modeling and all that good stuff that we like. It's got veins. And to me, a budget baby doesn't have veins, and it's got very light blushing and very light creases. So I would not call this baby a budget baby. I was doing this around my second year of painting. So, novice. I was doing this experience level my second year of painting. That's what I'm trying to say. So, know your worth, guys. This is not a budget baby. You deserve more money. Much more money on this experience level than a budget baby. Oh, and that's one of the things we should probably talk about. I know this is kind of a touchy subject, but a lot of artists don't feel good enough. Like, they shouldn't be selling their babies for maybe more than $200 or $300, and which you certainly can. I know a lot of artists, they don't do this for a living, and they do it for the love of painting, and they feel like you know, anybody who has the money to get a reborn baby, they should get one within a budget that they can handle, which I think is commendable. But yeah, unless you're running like a charity or like a discount to get dolls sold, or I wouldn't say necessarily charity, but maybe maybe your goal is just to provide quality reborns for reasonable prices, which, you know, is fine. But if you're looking to make a little bit of money, say, I mean, your bills may not be solely dependent upon these dolls, but if you are wanting to make some cash on the side for, you know, like little bills that come up, and it would be nice to have like a supplemental income, and you want to know where to price your babies, which is competitive and fair. Uh, a style like this, especially like a Bountiful Baby kit, because they're obviously a little bit cheaper than the sculptors like Laura Lee and Natalie Scholl and Bonnie Brown. Those sculpts usually run at least over $100 unless you get like a little tiny fantasy one, and even those are like $80. So there's still more than a Bountiful Baby, but I would be selling this style on this kit for right about 500. And I know you guys would probably think, oh my gosh, that's a lot. But no, I don't think it is. That's my worth, and artists have the right to choose the price on their kits, just like the artists who want to discount, or not discount, that's not the right word I'm looking for. Like the previous artists I was describing that want to make quality reborns at discount price, and their income does not depend upon the sale of these kits. They get to choose the price. If they want $200 for it, they can sell it for $200. If the customer doesn't like that price, they can go somewhere else. The seller always has the right to set the price. So don't let anybody belittle you. Don't let anybody bully you. And please think about, you know, your time, your effort, your skill level, all of that. Sometimes you have to pay to learn to do classes. You know, the paints are not cheap. Running the electricity for the oven, if you do heat set paints, all that stuff adds up. So, you know, don't discount that whenever you're trying to figure up your price. You know, those beads are $3 a pound. It's absolutely crazy. So make sure you have that cushion of all the costs, and then add what you think your time is worth on top of that. But definitely don't shoot yourself in the foot. And don't discount your worth. Don't think, well, you know, this baby, I can only get a couple $100 for it because I don't feel like I'm good enough. That's not necessarily true. Unless the doll looks like something that came out of Target, you deserve more money than what you think. So you need to reconsider. You know, you can look at some of the Facebook groups, the sell groups, to see what the skill level are, what they're charging for the skill level, that kind of thing. That would really help as far as fair market value. But if you have anybody that's bullying you, that's playing that sad, sappy game of an unalive baby, and they deserve a doll because they had an unalive baby, or they have a mental disease, or they're on a fixed income and they get belligerent about it. Those are the kind of people that absolutely do not deserve your time. So make sure you think about, you know, if you want to do something for somebody out of the kindness of your heart, that's good. But don't feel obligated to knock down your price just because somebody throws a sappy, sad story at you or becomes belligerent. So I really think this is an important topic to talk about with new starting artists, because I felt like that too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like if I didn't give in to, you know, their demand, that they would be upset with me, and I didn't want anybody upset with me. So yes, I discounted babies. But then I got to thinking, you know, people who are rude like that do not deserve your time. They don't deserve my time. I definitely don't deserve to be yelled at. I don't deserve to be guilt tripped. I don't deserve to devalue myself just to make somebody else happy. So be wary of that. Be wary of scammers. Be wary just be wary in general. Guard your heart. Even the Bible says we're supposed to guard our hearts. So, yes, you can have compassion, but you need to have boundaries too. So make sure you have a healthy, a healthy balance. So anyway, that's the end of my rant, and I'm going to bake this baby. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do the little tiny baby hairs that are like right in the temple area here. He is going to look fantastic. I absolutely love how he's turned out. Oh, I'm going to put just a little bit more dark there. Hang on a second, guys. I think I missed a spot or two. All right, guys. That is the end of this video.